of tips. Pretty good round last round. I don't know what I got. I think I got 5 from 8 last round. So hopefully I can improve this round. But shout out to Jersey Spot NZ. They've given me an affiliate program. I've joined that. Discount code is Illuminati, all capitals. I'll put it on the screen here, up this corner. And if you click on that link, it'll give you, and you can also use the code which will give you 10% off your order. So shout out to Jersey Spot NZ. Alright, let's get into the first game. So the first game we've got is between the Broncos and the Panthers. I will be at this game. Obviously, it should be a very close match. For the Broncos, they have Adam Reynolds being rested after a head knock, and Jock Madden will come in for him. So I reckon, and then there's been no changes to the Panthers team. So I'll probably go with the Panthers 1-12 in that one. I'll be at that one. Yeah, I reckon after that big win against the Roosters, they should pull off. Just 1-12, I don't think a lot. I reckon, what did I say? Penrith will come up with an early lead, about 8 points, and then Broncos will score up to 12, so about 2 tries there, converted tries, and then I think Panthers can score 1 more try, not converted, and they'll win. So I'm going to pick 1-12 in that one. Now last time we got Dragons Roosters. This is a bit of the Dragons just heard they've lost their coach, Anthony Griffin. Interim coach comes in, and now it looks like for the Roosters, Drew Hutchison will come into 7 with Manu injured. So not looking good for the halves for the Roosters, but Dragons actually looking good. They bring back in Lomax, and Fianite comes out of the team. Ben Hunt returns to halfback position. Sullivan goes to 14, and Mbai's out, and Jacob Little comes in a hooker. I reckon that will be a really big boost for the Dragons. He's been looking good in New South Wales Cup. So I'm going to actually go. I know the Dragons have made some good changes, but I'm going to go Roosters 1-12. They're very. I know they didn't do well against Panthers, got absolutely thrashed, but obviously I reckon they can probably pull off an easy win here, but I know the Dragons put off a fight here. They will put off on a fight there. Now next time, Rabbitohs vs Eels. I will be at this game as well in Sydney. Let's check the changes. Tom Burgess is injured with back spasms, so he won't be playing. Jed Cartwright won't be available either. Fafita comes in for the Rabbitohs on the bench. He'll be his number 17. And that's pretty much all the changes for the Rabbitohs. And for the Eels, Mitch Moses returns, which is a really big inclusion for us. We really need him after last week. And Sean Lane is gone. Bryce Cartwright comes in. Makatoa joins the bench, and Sean Russell comes in on the wing. So I'll probably go with the. I know the Eels haven't been playing well, like in the past, probably the whole season, honestly. But I'm going to go with my boys 1-12. I think we can. With this game is really deciding on our season, so this is like a must-win game. If we want to be back in the season, we really need to win this. And we don't have a great record against South, so hopefully we can pull off the win in this one. South's looking great though. Latrell and Cody Walker are playing insanely well, so it could go down to the wire, maybe like a 2.4 point margin there. But I'm going to have my boys 1-12, the Eels. Alright, now we're moving on to the Sharks and the Knights. This will be the first game of Super Saturday. Talakai remains sideline. Tracy comes in for him. Kafusi will return. McGuinness plays prop, and Cam McGuinness is actually gone. He had a broken hand, and it looks like, I'm not sure if I'm saying, I think it's just Kafusi that replaces him. Henry White just goes back to the extended squad, so he won't play. So, and then for the Knights, they have, who they have? They've actually kept with the same 17. So, Knights kept the same 17 as the win after that win against the Titans. They won 46-26 in that one. I don't know, the game between the Titans and them was like, I wouldn't say it's one of the best games the Knights have, but it's more like a score, like, what was it, like, a lot of points scored in that match, but for the Sharks, they're looking not as great in the past 2 weeks, I think it is. Obviously lost to the Dolphins, which actually stuffed them, and then barely that second half from the Sharks was looking really bad for them. I think they mainly scored like 12 points and nearly came back in the second half, but the Sharks just held on there. But I think I'm just going to go with the Sharks. I know they're not in the best form in the past 2 games, but they'll definitely be in the 8. We know that. So now moving on to the next game. We've got Tigers and Cowboys. I'll beat this game. Last ever game at Leichhardt in the NRL. I reckon no changes for Tigers. And Daniel Brown he'll miss the game, and Riley Price will come in. Tamaloa is expected to be back on deck next week, so he won't play this game. I think the Tigers can pull off a win here. Now, they've won two of the 3 games they've played out of the last 3 rounds they played. I reckon they can come back, honestly. I reckon Cowboys come out really firing in the first half, and then Tigers maybe score 3 tries and come back in the end to win it, and Cowboys don't score in the second half. Cowboys looking decent. They've won, the past 2 games, I think it is. But I just think the Tigers can pull off the win on the last game at Leichhardt. And I think it's a sold-out crowd, so yeah. I'm going to get Tigers that one, 1-12. Now, next game we move on to the Dolphins at Storm. Now, quick guys, at the Broncos Panthers game, guys, I will be giving away these like little member packs. Got a key ring on the back. I got 2 of them. So I'll be giving, if you either at the what games? If you're at Penrith Broncos at Suncorp this round, or Rabbitohs Eels, or Tigers Cowboys. If you guys see me there, I'll be giving away those. I'll probably just put on my Instagram story like what my section is, and you guys can come over and grab them. So yeah, just a little giveaway for you guys. So now we are going to move on to the Dolphins Storm. Now, I don't think there's much changes. Dolphins have big changes. I don't know. T. Ware's gone, and they bring in Brinker Lee from that injury. I don't think that's a good decision. T. Ware was playing amazing at Magic Round. Bromwich comes back from his hamstring injury, the captain. Playing his old side there. I reckon this will be a good match. There's a few old Storm players. Kafusi, the Bromwich brothers. I think that's pretty much it. But their forwards should be a good battle between the Storm forwards and Dolphins forwards. I reckon I'm going to go with this one. Dolphins +12. They're playing at Suncorp. And Nelson Solomona has been named despite the knock to his ribs last week. But I'm going to have to go Dolphins 1-12, guys. Alright, now moving on to the Sunday games. Bulldogs and the Titans. This game's at Core Stadium. Josh Edgar comes back, which is a huge boost for the Bulldogs. Wilson goes to 18th man. Carl Owapu goes to the starting side, and Josh Reynolds goes to the bench. there's a few changes to the Bulldogs team. I actually like those changes. It gives the young kid some good playing time there, and we'll see what they can do. And Addo-Carr's going to be a big inclusion for them. For the Titans, Aaron Clark is back. I think that's pretty much it for the Titans. Not much changes from last week of that loss to the Knights. But I reckon the Titans probably come out firing, and I'm going to go with the Titans 1-12. Alright, now we move on to the Raiders and Manly. Last game of the round. This game is at GIO Stadium, I think. Zach Wolford is lost for the Raiders. Daniel Levi will come in for him. Tom Starling will start though, and Levi comes off the bench. And then for Manly, Jake Tavosh is back, which is a big inclusion. They really need him back. Schuster is back as well. LAA is gonna face extended time on the sideline, so he won't be playing. And Ben Travojevic moves into the starting second row. And Woods is sideline after fracturing his thumb in round 11. Now, this game, I'm probably going to have to go with the Raiders by 10. I'm going to say Manly are going to come up with a flying start, put on 12 points or something, and then the Raiders will come back like they did against the Eels. Oh, they didn't really come back, but just that second half was really great from them. And the defense from the Raiders, I reckon, both their attack and defense will win the game. They'll probably win 26-14. Maybe a late penalty kick for Manly. I don't know why, but I'm just feeling it. So I'm going to go with the Raiders by 10 there. And to round out that round. Right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next tipping video. There will be a vlog on Thursday night. I'll put a vlog out on Friday from the Panthers Broncos game, and then on the Monday I'll do a big vlog for the Sunday for Sydney vlog. So that'll be about 30 minutes long, so it's gonna be a big vlog. So I'll end it there, guys. I'll see you guys in the Thursday vlog. See you.